What's up guys, it's Tommy here and I'm super excited to bring you this video because Liverpool are making steps to hire Xabi Alonso as our new manager, Michael Edwards as our new head of football operations, and Richard Hughes, the Bournemouth technical director, as Liverpool's new sporting director. And it's all linked together, these deals or these contracts, because I will explain the whole thing in this video. But Michael Edwards is close to agreeing to join Liverpool in a senior role. That's what David Ornstein is reporting, and he's a very reliable journalist. And Michael Edwards has very close ties with Richard Hughes. They want to work together, so wherever Michael Edwards goes, Richard Hughes will go there as well, because they are good friends, good working relationship. They want to work together. Richard Hughes wants to work under Michael Edwards as a sporting director or technical director at any club. And remember, Michael Edwards rejected Manchester United and Chelsea after he left Liverpool, so that makes me like Michael Edwards even more. And Michael Edwards is an absolute genius when it comes to transfers. He's on course to join in a far broader capacity that encompasses Liverpool rather than specifically returning to Liverpool. While a deal is not yet done, discussions are progressing and it is anticipated a definitive resolution will be reached early next week. So now it's the weekend. Tomorrow Liverpool will play Manchester City, and this is very, very good news. And of course bad news for Liverpool's rivals, because Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes and Xabi Alonso would be a combination that could ensure that Liverpool remain successful in the next few years. It was Edwards who pushed hard for the signing of Mo Salah from Roma when Jurgen Klopp wanted Julian Brandt from Dortmund, and how Liverpool's history would have been so much different if, of course, Liverpool signed Julian Brandt instead of Mo Salah. And Michael Edwards actually convinced Jurgen Klopp that he would light up the Premier League Mo Salah. He also secured deals for the transformative duo of Alisson and Van Dijk. These three transfers, Van Dijk, Alisson, Mo Salah, probably transformed Liverpool from a top 4 team to a title winning and Champions League winning team and title contender team regularly. And he also brought in the likes of Sadio Mane, Andy Robertson, Fabinho, Konate. They are all Liverpool legends who won a lot of trophies at Liverpool. And it's the clear connection between Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes is evident because, for example, Michael Edwards sold Jordan Ibe, Brett Smith and Solanke for significant amount of money to Bournemouth, where Richard Hughes was a technical director. And also Harry Wilson was on loan at Bournemouth for 1 year before ultimately being sold to Fulham. They have a very close working relationship, and Michael Edwards rates Richard Hughes as a top transfer operator. So I think if Michael Edwards becomes the head of football operations at Liverpool, there is a very, very big chance that Richard Hughes will be our next sporting director. Lewis Steele is also reporting that sources close to Richard Hughes say that he will go wherever his good friend Michael Edwards goes next. The pair have a good long-standing relations, as I said earlier in this video, and this could be the edge, this could be the catalyst for Liverpool getting Xabi Alonso. If we hire Bournemouth technical director Richard Hughes, who is confirmed to leave Bournemouth at the end of the season, and he is confirmed that he already knows his next club, it just needs to be finalized early next week, because Hughes had a good report with Inaki Ibanez, the agent of Xabi Alonso, and Bournemouth manager Andoni Iraola. So Richard Hughes, being good friends or good relationship with Inaki Ibanez, the agent of Xabi Alonso, that could help Liverpool in the hunt, in the pursuit for Xabi Alonso. And Liverpool are reportedly already talking with Xabi Alonso's agent and representatives behind the scenes, but we want to be respectful to Bayer Leverkusen. But also we opened talks with Ruben Amorim, the sporting manager, and Julian Nagelsmann, the former Bayern Munich, current Germany manager, who leaves Germany at the end of the Euros, because of course we want to have all our ducks in order if Xabi Alonso surprisingly would reject Liverpool, which I don't think will happen, but there is a scenario that could happen. So Liverpool want to be prepared, and we don't want to just talk to one candidate, because if you miss out on that candidate, the other managers would feel let down. And I honestly think that no one is more qualified, no one is more fitting, no one is better for Liverpool to lead them forward than Michael Edwards, to lead Liverpool into a post-Jurgen Klopp era. He has an exceptional track record at leading the sporting organization at the club. And fair play to FSG for not walking away after Michael Edwards first said no. They were persistent, and they probably thought, how could we make this a lot more appealing to Michael Edwards to come back? Because Liverpool is a fantastic football club. He was happy working here for 10 years, so he probably wanted to take his career to the next level, and he wanted something new, something fresh. That's why he left. And we couldn't bring him back as just a sporting director. We want to bring him back as a leading guy in our football operations. And I think this is absolutely fantastic news for Liverpool's future. And with Michael Edwards in place, with Richard Hughes in place as the sporting director, Liverpool can finally appoint their next manager. And I think we will get an announcement probably as soon as Jurgen Klopp leaves the club, or when the season is finished, Liverpool will announce who our next manager is. But behind the scenes, we will already know, because we need to negotiate with players, and that needs to happen in consultation with the new manager. And of course, Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, they are absolutely fantastic in finding young, promising players who are absolute value for money and who could turn into world-class players. I mean, you look at the track record of Michael Edwards, what kind of players he signed. Salah signed for 30 million. He was worth 200 million at the peak of his career. Sadio Mane was signed for 30 million. He was worth 150 million at the peak of his career. Absolute world-class players. We also signed Fabinho, Alisson. Even though they cost money. They cost a lot of money. Van Dijk as well. They were worth a lot more than even that money that Liverpool paid for them, because they helped Liverpool win the Champions League, the Premier League, the FA Cup, the League Cup, the Community Shield, the European Super Cup, the Club World Cup, and the League Cup again. You know the drill. So absolutely fantastic news this, and I'm very, very happy. So if you are excited about this news, make sure to leave a like on this video. And if you are new around here, and if you want to keep up to date with Liverpool Football Club and the Liverpool news, and also the transfer news and everything Liverpool, and then make sure to subscribe. I'm really happy to have you guys here in this community. And also I want to have another word about Darwin Nunez, because a lot of fans, and a lot of Liverpool fans even, said that Darwin Nunez was not good enough. At the start of the season, when he missed some chances, a lot of people wrote him off. And I kept maintaining, yes, Darwin Nunez missed loads of chances in the first season, but he scored 15 goals still and got 4 assists. And that's not a bad first season. At Benfica in his first season, he only scored 6 goals. He missed everything. And then in his second season at Benfica, he scored 28 or 29 goals. He absolutely exploded, and that's what is happening. This season he could end up on 20 or 25 goals. Now he has 16 goals and 11 assists, so 27 goal involvements in just 39 appearances, and 7 goals that Darwin has scored were game-winning goals. What is it if that's not absolutely being decisive and being a crucial player for Liverpool? 7 games Darwin Nunez scored the winning goal in. Absolutely fantastic, and I think the best is yet to come. The peak of his career is still years away. It feels like Darwin Nunez is still only getting started, and honestly I believe that he could become a 25-30 goal a season striker. Hell, he could even score 25 goals this season. If he keeps scoring goals at this rate, and we still have a lot of games to play, then Darwin Nunez could end up on at least 25 goals in my opinion, if he keeps taking his chances. A chief business of football writer, Dave Powell, admitted that he found Michael Edwards' decision of coming back to Liverpool maybe a bit surprising, but that's just his personal opinion. He said, "I had expected Michael Edwards to pass on this opportunity, but the move made by FSG isn't surprising. Overseeing more than just Liverpool Football Club, maybe equity in business as a partner at FSG, similar to the Theo Epstein deal. That is very interesting times for FSG." And Neil Jones, who is a Liverpool-based journalist, said that Liverpool have obviously left themselves, not entirely through their own fault, with an awful lot to do in the same summer, on and off the field, with the new manager and the entire structure of the football operations side, because we need a new manager, we need a new sporting director, we need a new head of football operations, and of course the new manager probably will want to sign new players, so we will need funds for that as well, but we have funds left over from last summer. That has left Liverpool in a position where they are trying to mitigate risk. The best way to mitigate risk is to go with something you know works. Michael Edwards is that in terms of sporting directors. He is absolutely top-notch. One of the best in the football business, dare I say. They know if they have him in place, the process will be right, the understanding will be there, and what the club wants and expects, Michael Edwards knows, and he can deliver on it. Of course, they will have someone who will both help a manager and also stand up to or argue with and come to the right collective decisions with a manager. And the list of potential football operators in this football market, in this football world, who are better than Michael Edwards, there are few and far between. And I think hiring these kind of people who are absolutely excel at their job and who are really top class, you don't just need world-class players and young players who can have the potential to be world-class. You need a brilliant manager who can make the world-class players play as a team. Look at so many teams, Paris Saint-Germain, Man United, who spent a lot more than Liverpool. Liverpool spent £254 million net spend under Jurgen Klopp. Man City in that time spent almost 3 times as much, like 700 million. So that's why the argument that, yeah, Pep Guardiola is a better manager than Jurgen Klopp is absolute nonsense. Because if Guardiola had to operate on the same financial level as Jurgen Klopp, he wouldn't be anywhere near, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But yeah, you need a brilliant sporting director, you need a brilliant head of football operations, and with Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes potentially coming to Liverpool, that will be the case, and that's very exciting times for Liverpool. And also another point on Darwin Nunez, his runs are his biggest strength, and he absolutely thrives when Liverpool can counterattack and we have space to run into. And Manchester City conceded the most goals from counterattacks compared to the other goals that they conceded, and he thrives with space to run into, and Man City will surely give him space because Man City will defend with the high line. They will try to high press Liverpool, and Liverpool will provide a lot of threat on the transition. That's why having Darwin Nunez and Mo Salah back fit for this game is absolutely crucial, because if Liverpool missed both of them, we wouldn't have a chance to beat Manchester City. Fast direct balls into Nunez running the channels might work wonders, especially with Mo Salah hopefully back starting on the right wing. Diaz, Nunez and Salah is a frightening front three, and yeah, Salah is coming back from injury, but Diaz and Darwin Nunez are firing on all cylinders. They have hit form at the right time at this crucial period of the season where the run-in is starting. And the best thing about Nunez is that he has fought through difficult times and insane levels of criticism, way over the top criticism. I mean, the Nottingham Forest fans were singing, "You are just a shit Andy Carroll." I mean, that is way over the top criticism. And he's obviously an emotional guy, but Darwin Nunez's best attribute is not even his pace, it's not even his finishing ability, it's the way that he keeps trying, keeps shooting, keeps believing in himself. He doesn't sulk, he doesn't give up, he doesn't shrink, he doesn't get disappointed if he misses a chance. As a striker, That's the best attribute that you can have. Jurgen Klopp confirmed that in a press conference, that if you miss a chance, you just have to keep going, because you know another chance will come. Liverpool creates so many chances in every game. If Darwin Nunez just misses a chance, he knows that he will get another one. And he's flying at the moment, so I hope he can stay fit for the rest of the season, because then Liverpool have a great chance of winning the Premier League title, and that's the title that most Liverpool fans want. It would be an absolute fairy tale romantic story of Jurgen Klopp winning the Premier League again with Liverpool, and this time in front of fans. I think he deserves it, but in football you have to earn the right to win the Premier League title, and hopefully Liverpool can do that by beating Manchester City and going on a winning run after that. Really looking forward to the game on Sunday. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.